Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Sorry, we're a few minutes late, everyone. We are,
Entirely my fault. I'm so sorry. I forgot to eat. I was so excited working on my keynotes that I had to scarf down a quick bowl of food real quick.
yeah. Yeah, it is 24/7, just everything connect here as we are getting ready to welcome you all to Dallas in just a few days. And we are so excited, me especially, because the weather's great.
Yeah, I mean we're in short sleeves. It's like what going to be 70 something
Yeah.
degrees out,
Yeah.
78 degrees right
Yeah.
now in Dallas. So I don't know where we are,
So
but
if you remember it last year when we did this webinar, it was during an ice storm.
wow.
So we're doing a lot better this year.
And the year before that, the freeze actually what is it, like broke the HVAC in the in the
Yep,
the conference
in
hotel
the
there.
hotel. Yeah, yeah. So it's going to be great weather, and we'll talk about that a little bit more in this presentation. But
We see first in the chat,
oh
open
yeah,
up your chat, switch it to everyone, and let us know if this is your first, second, third, or fourth year attending JobTread Connect. Welcome, Michelle. Great
yes.
to see you.
All
First time. All right.
right.
First,
The
fourth.
fourth. All right.
Shout out. Man, this thing is going fast. All right. Philip Parsons, 4 years. Awesome. Appreciate that. Got a lot of first timers, a lot of first timers. Mary, she was there 2 times. All right. Another Carla, twice.
Right. Hey, Darren.
Darren, 3 times. All right. Got
Yeah.
got the hat trick coming for you, sir. All right. Ethan,
Ethan.
fourth.
Yeah.
What's going on, man? Good to see you.
This is great. Well, especially if this is your first time attending Connect, you are in the right place. But we do have some new things in store for you as well if you've been to Connect before. So we will go through all of those here today. All right, we'll go on. So for those of you who may not know, I'm Taylor Crosby, the Director of Marketing, and I'm here with our founder and CEO, Eric Fortenberry. All right, so a little bit, just welcome Connect. It's next week, January 14th through the 16th. We are so excited to welcome you all. Anything that you would want to briefly add about why we created Connect and why we put this on every year for all of our users?
Yeah, look, I think that this is honestly my favorite time of year. We really believe in getting together face to face, in person. Like, this is an opportunity for all of us to kick off the new year. This is something that we've done now. This is our fourth year. We believe that this is the best way for all of us to reset, refocus ourselves, figure out what we want to accomplish and how we're going to level up and be the best contractors that we possibly can be. And again, we have a very strong community with JobTread pros, our online communities, but there's nothing like bringing everyone together face to face just for a few days. And so I think that's what really makes this special. And look, our entire team will be there with you at the event. We want to learn from you. We want to share with you, help you. Again, I think this truly is a community effort for all of us to learn, grow, and share. We've got, I think, over 60 partners who are coming. They're going to be exhibiting, sharing how they can also help you grow your business. And so I think it's such an awesome time. It's so amazing to see this community, come out full force, helping each other grow.
Absolutely. So a little bit more on that of what everyone has to look forward to. You can become a JobTread pro, sharpen your business skills. Our JobTread team will be there to collaborate, and we'll talk exactly where you can find them throughout the conference. But you'll be able to learn from the best. We have so many amazing sessions coming, and lots of networking time as well, and time to connect with our whole ecosystem and our partners there. Okay. So just a little bit on the schedule. You can find this at jobtreadconnect.com as well. But it is jam-packed every day. We've got so much in store for you all. So I'm just going to kind of highlight this, but be sure to take a look at it either on the website, or we will go into what you all need to make sure you have access to here, our JobTread Connect app. So we have the Connect app, which is an app inside of the JobTread app. And in there, you can go and see the full schedule, create your own session schedule by RSVPing to any of the sessions. And be sure that you turn on your mobile notifications on there, because we will be pushing out some notifications during the conference, just so that you don't miss anything.
If you're not seeing that blue banner on your home screen, then just reach out to support. we can make sure that it does get added to your user. Sometimes
Hmm.
if your user wasn't created or something or other, there's a few scenarios where you may not see it, and if that's you, then reach out to us and we can get it added right away.
Yep. And additionally, in there too, if you do have any dietary restrictions, you can note them there in the app. I'm going to be sending out tomorrow the full menu to everyone who has noted those dietary restrictions, and we've let the hotel and our venues know about this as well. Okay. All right. And then, as I was creating this, I realized so we actually had 5 learning paths last year, and now we have 7 for you. So bigger and better this year. So our education sessions, they will all be noted both in the app and on the program, the printed program that you will receive when you check in at JobTread Connect. So we start at the training level. Those sessions are held by our training team. So for any brand new users that are looking more at that very, very brand new level. Our sessions led by our JobTread customers and other partners as well are noted with either beginner, intermediate, advanced, those tags to kind of give you an idea of what to expect on the level of content presented during those sessions. We also have our financial track. So a little bit more about the financial management skills within JobTread. Some of our accounting partners are presenting those as well. And then new this year, we have the automation track. So those are all a little bit more about um, involving our different integrations, the workflows, dashboards. So be sure to check those out. And then during every ed session block, we have kind of these open discussions, our roundtables. And I've listed out those topics that we'll get to in just a moment. Let's see, and keep asking those questions. We'll answer those here at the end. All right, so first up too, I want to cover all of our keynotes. We have Eric giving 3 of our keynotes, one each day of Connect. You want to talk a little bit more?
I'm so excited about these guys. I probably spend maybe more time than I should really trying to deliver the best possible, message and education and content for you all. But the number one, we're going to talk about the new standard for construction, and that's going to be the opener. On day 2, we're going to go into how to build your power team, your internal team, your trade partners, and then also, business partners that you can bring on to help you fill the gaps for you. And third, as usual, we'll wrap up the conference with our product development keynote, talking about, where we came, where we are, and where we're going. So that will be really exciting as well.
And our other keynote on day 1 in the morning, you do not want to miss it. You want to talk a little bit
Oh
about
yeah,
this?
this is awesome. Marcus Sheridan, I am so excited to have Marcus joining us. He wrote the amazing book They Ask You Answer. He's now got an updated version of that called Endless Customers. It is super incredible book. We have learned so much from
Mhm.
Marcus. I've heard him speak a couple times. I think he's one of my favorite all-time speakers. I love his book. Most recommended book that I've got right now is Endless Customers. So he is going to come live and in person and is going to give an amazing keynote. Super excited. You definitely don't want to miss Marcus.
And then new this year, we are introducing our TreadTalks. We are so excited about these. So Friday morning, we are doing 3 different keynotes, if you will, on topics. So we have one room with sales, one on operations, and one on marketing. And these are TED Talk style talks, if you will. So they're about 18 minutes long. So 3 speakers in each of those rooms, really powerhouse speakers. We are so excited. If you have not heard some of these people speak before, this is a great opportunity.
I've heard all of these guys
Yep.
speak and gals, and this is going to be, I think, one of the best sessions we're going to have here. So you're getting 3 keynotes jammed into one.
Mhm.
Really, really excited. So think about, who, and what do you want to listen to during this session? Because you will have to choose one of these different rooms to be able to hear the
Yeah,
speakers.
correct. Yes. Cool. All right. And then just a little bit more about our breakout sessions because we have so many this year. But really, these are over broad topics. So certainly go in, read those topics and descriptions. You will find everything from sales and estimating, scheduling and project management, job costing, marketing. There is just so much there across all of these topics.
We very intentionally have tried to design this curriculum to make sure that we are focusing on all of the core aspects of running and building a successful construction business. So, it's not just intended for, business owners. I mean, we really want you to think about
Mhm.
how and which sessions each of your team members should go to. And then, there are going to be a lot, we hear people like, how do I decide which one to go to? There's so many awesome things. That's where, again, with your team, be strategic, think ahead, divide and conquer. And then at the end of each day, you can come back together, sort of share your key takeaways and decide what, you're going to implement for your business.
Absolutely. And so something that was very popular last year that we did are our industry panel sessions. We are holding these on Thursday afternoon. We are having about four speakers, a panel of speakers in each of our rooms on for all of these industries listed. And new this year, we have a roofing industry as well. So be sure you do not want to miss that. Find your industry. There's going to be some really great information shared from all of these panelists. All right, and so
My favorite.
yeah,
Yeah.
so this is a little bit different than last year. We are combining our support and automation lab. So if you are there to, get some questions answered from our support team, you will want to find this on the map. You want to
Yeah.
talk a little bit
So
more?
again, it's we are going to have a lot of our team, our support team, our customer success managers, they're all kind of on schedules, but our goal is to keep this room staffed so that if you want to come in and you want to get specific questions answered, you want to also just maybe learn more about, reports or dashboards or workflows or, formulas, takeoff. Like, we've got kind of different centers set up that are going to allow you to come in and explore what these features are, how they work. If you do want to kind of get some more specific questions answered about, your specific job tread, you'll be able to sit down with one of our team members there. We are really excited to be able to provide this in person, live support and automation, help
Mhm.
so that again you can walk away having built out and improved your job tread, getting these systems and integrations and automations all set up. Like, for those of you who this is your jam, or even for those of you who, aren't feeling very comfortable with building dashboards and workflows and all that, like, we hope that you will come and spend some time in the automation lab so that we can help get you going. Anna and her team have put together this an incredible automation manual, and you're
Yeah.
even getting a really neat keyboard shortcut mouse pad.
Yeah. Yeah.
So a lot of reasons to come down and at least pop in there and spend a little bit of time, in between
Mhm.
sessions or whenever you can find the time. It'll definitely be a hot spot that you won't want to miss.
Yeah, I'm actually really excited to get this mouse pad. I haven't grabbed one yet, but love it. Yes. All right. And then I listed here the roundtable session topics just to kind of give you an idea. So these are happening during all of our ed session time blocks. We've got everything from labor management, women in construction, estimating and pricing strategies, marketing topics, expanding into new markets, best practices for building your cost catalog, selections and allowances, and project management, how to keep your projects on track. So be sure if any of those look interesting, you can certainly RSVP in the JobTread Connect app. So I know we got that question.
You know,
You can go in there.
we always hear that these roundtables are some of people's favorite times. Again, getting to just sit down and have those real conversations with each
Mhm.
other, learning from each other, sharing. That is what Connect is about. Like, we want you to be able to have those interactions and walk away with a network of people who you can continue to check in with and share these best practices throughout the year. This doesn't have to be just here, just these 3 days. Like, we want you to continue those relationships. So,
Mhm.
these topics are just kind of conversation starters for you. But we really hope you enjoy getting to know other people who are interested in the same types of topics.
Mhm. Yes. And then on Friday, before the product development keynote, we have our JobTread Awards. So we're so excited. We have quite a few award winners here, Contractor of the Year in several different industry categories, estimating, technology. We are just really so excited to celebrate all of your hard work from the last year and recognize some of our customers who are doing amazing things. So
Yeah, this really is so awesome. I love being able to see, these people getting recognized for all of their hard work, for their efforts. It's a very difficult process for us because, there are so many great,
mhm,
so many great applicants and people who truly deserve this recognition. So, we often spend a lot of time debating. We've had the whole team weigh in and vote. I can't wait though. Again, I think this just is a really special moment for us to help recognize those people who have gone above and beyond and
mhm,
deserve the recognition. We hope that will help you position yourself also as an industry thought leader because you truly are.
absolutely. Okay. Oh, so next slide. Um, don't worry, you don't have to memorize this map. We will have signs throughout the hotel to direct you where to go, as well as in the app. But just to kind of give you an idea of the layout, the first floor of JobTread Connect, we have the garden court area, and that is where we will provide breakfast and lunch, as well as part of that, letter M, will be used for the roundtable room. Down here as well, we have Breakout F, Malachite. That's where the automation sessions will be held. We also knew this year, letter Y is our recharge room. So we will have a lot of outlets set up for you to charge any of your devices throughout the day. And then we have letter S that is where our support and automation lab is located. So you certainly want to mark that down. Letter H there is the hotel check-in. And then letter G is the Legala room, which is used for most of our training sessions, as well as some sponsor breakout sessions. And then on our second floor, E is where letter E, you'll find our expo hall. All of our partners have booths set up throughout. And then also letter R, that's really good to remember. This is the main registration desk. And as we're going to walk through here in a second, but that is open starting at 1 p.m. on Tuesday. It will be open again for you to check in, get your badge and your welcome bag on Wednesday morning before the main stage opens. And after that time, it will move to letter I, the info desk. That's our merch mart and our late check-in area. But that's also where you'll go and pick up your JobTread swag. We've got some great shirts and hats for you all. So don't miss those.
I think one of the really neat things too. So for those of you who were here last year, we are using the space. We have figured out how to kind of set up this main stage area. So last year in the B area, that Crystal Hall, that was kind of the main stage. But this year for these main keynotes, because we have so many more people coming, we're going to open up the air walls and use this full space, which is really, really exciting, really
Mhm.
awesome to see, the growth here. We're going to have over 1,300 people joining it this year. And as you can see, that expo halls also had to be expanded, over there on the right side, and then also in front of Lalique there, the D area. So, again, a lot of growth, but we've done, a lot of hard
Mhm.
work to figure out how to continue using this space because, believe it or not, it's one of the best and largest, spaces for us outside of having to go downtown Dallas, which we are trying to avoid.
Yes, absolutely. And if you were there last year, the escalators were not working, but they're working this year. We will have the escalators, so it's easy to move between the first floor and the second floor, right there as you see marked on the map. You also want to point out where the restrooms are there on the second floor. But we have our breakout rooms noted there, as well as T is for our testimonial rooms. We're going to be recording our video testimonials. If you would like to do that, we would love to have you in there as well. All right. So arrival details. As I mentioned, we have the hotel front desk. If you are staying at the Renaissance, that is located there on the first floor. And then you can head on up to the second floor for our registration desk on Tuesday from 1 to 7. Be sure to stop by there. If you don't make it in time, on Wednesday, that will be open again from 7 a.m. to 8:30. We will also every morning have that full breakfast in the garden court, and during that time, that networking going on in the expo hall area. But you do want to make sure to grab a good seat for our opening session. Eric is starting right at 8:30 a.m. and the doors will open there for at 8 a.m. on Wednesday. All right. And then I just want to give some recognition here for our partners. We could not put on this event without them. We are so excited. These are just some amazing partners. I mean, some of them have been coming to Connect since the first one, and we are excited to have them all there. They can provide great resources for you all.
Yeah, please do go take time, get to know them. Look them up ahead of time. You can browse them on the Connect app, what they do. Again, think through kind of where are your gaps in your business. What could these partners potentially help you, continue to grow and scale without having to do everything yourself, without having to hire people full time to do that. There are great partners out here who we know firsthand have done a lot of hard work for many of those in our community. So, again, please do show them the love. Show them that you're interested, get to know them, give them a chance to win your business. If it wasn't for them, we would not be able to put on this event. This is an extremely expensive event. I think we're like $1.3 million we have spent on JobTread Connect, and it is thanks to our partners for us to be able to afford to do that and not lose money on this event. Our goal is always to break even every year. We want to keep our ticket costs as low as we possibly can, but we do want to keep elevating the game, keep stepping up this event, making it better and better every year. And it is thanks to, this incredible turnout of partners. I mean, we really are just honored and humbled and blown away, to have this much participation from this many companies. So please do show them the love and get to know them.
Absolutely. All right. And then a little bit about our evening events. So on Wednesday night, we have our welcome party. That's being held at the Frontiers of Flight Museum, which is over by Love Field Airport in Dallas. We will have shuttles that will take you there. You don't have to worry about that. But we're really excited. This is a great venue. We're going to have a live band there and lots of food and drinks. You don't have to worry about any of that either.
It's going to be super neat.
And then on Thursday night, we have our big night out. We are returning to Bolero. We love this venue so much. We've got bowling alleys, pools, pool tables, ping pong, arcades as well. It's just really fun. Great night.
Our team loves to
Yeah.
compete, so we got some bowlers, some pool
Yeah.
sharks, ping pong. Don't let them hustle you though. You better be careful. I would not suggest betting against our team if they're telling you they're one of our sharks.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
listen, but
Yeah.
we love a good competition. So
Yeah.
we hope you enjoy it. And again, this has been a great venue for us. Again, there's not that many venues that are set up to be able to handle a group this size, but we think everyone has a great time. Love it.
Hmm.
Going back to it again.
Yes. Yeah. And we will have dinner here for you, full bar, so you don't have to worry about any of that either. And then, as I mentioned, for transportation, we are providing shuttles for both of those evening events. They will pick up and drop off right outside of where the garden court is, and that starts at 5:30. They'll keep rotating, kind of driving constantly, and the last bus will leave each of those venues at 10. But our team will be there to make sure no one is left behind. But we have the addresses as well. Those will be in the app and on the printed program too, if you would like to drive yourself. So as I mentioned, we've got you covered with food and beverages. We're also really excited to offer a full breakfast buffet this year. You excited about that?
Yeah, it's crazy how much these hotels charge for food, but don't get me off on that. We are really excited though. Like we want you to be able to show up and not have to worry about anything, not worry about food, not worry about transportation. Just make your way to this area to this hotel, and we want to show you a great time. And we're going to take care of your breakfast, your lunch, coffee, tea, all of that throughout the day. We've got happy hours, we've got
Hmm.
snacks, things like that, and then ultimately our dinners will be available at each of the parties as well.
Correct. And you can be sure to note in the JobTread app if you are vegan, vegetarian, or gluten-free. We will have options for those. If you have any questions about those things, they will be marked in the hotel on little food cards in front of each of the items. But you can also talk to any of the catering staff there as well at the hotel, and they will help you out with that. All right, what to bring? Well, overall, JobTread Connect is very casual and comfortable. We would love to see everyone sporting their company short shirts. That's always great to see. But I think most of our team will be in jeans, nice pants, JobTread shirts. But be sure also to bring your laptop charging cords with those. You can log in. If there's a session where you want to follow along, you can log into JobTread there or a notebook and pen if you would like to write out your notes. Also, business cards are a great idea. So there's a lot of networking that happens. And then, of course, any job trade questions that you have.
I see Cindy's comment. This is better than being on an all-inclusive cruise. That is the vision. That is the goal. We have actually kicked around. Maybe one year, if we can get enough people, we could actually get a full
Yeah.
cruise ship and do
Yeah.
JobTread Connect on a cruise. But I digress. That's in the future. Please, I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. It was just an idea. We would need a lot more ticket sales and people to
Yeah.
commit to coming, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe
I
one
like the
year.
idea. Let's go somewhere tropical. I don't know. Yeah.
All ideas are welcome. I love it.
All right. Well, we can't give you tropical beach, but it's going to be great weather here in Dallas next week. The last time I looked up, it'll be in the 60s during the day, lows in the 40s. But I would suggest the hotel always keeps it pretty cold in the inside just because of the amount of people in all of those spaces. So certainly if you bring layers, I think that's the way to go. All right. And then accommodations. So we have a lot of you staying at the Renaissance Dallas and Addison.
Well, can we say that one more time? So there are multiple Renaissance hotels, and there's actually another Renaissance Dallas. This is the Renaissance Dallas Addison Hotel. Just double, triple check that you're going to the right one. It's the one that has Addison in the name.
Yes. So I do know that we have been sold out. There are a few rooms. I'm letting you all know first before JobTread Pros here. I just spoke with the hotel. There are a few rooms that I can probably switch the name over to you if you are looking to stay at the Renaissance Hotel on a first come, first served basis. And so I will let Anna put my email. You need to email me. Let's not comment here, but it's taylor@jobtread.com. I'll let Anna put that in the chat as well. But email me and I will see what I can do on that. And then I know some of you are staying at the Courtyard that is walkable. So I did list other hotels that currently had availability last I checked yesterday, and that's the Hyatt House and the Holiday in Dallas North Addison. I know someone else did say, yes, Spring Hill Suites. Those are also very close by, walking distance. They just don't have any more rooms at this time available.
It's pretty wild that we've like literally sold out many hotels all right in there. But again, there's a ton of them in this area. You should be able to find something fairly close by.
Yes. Yeah. And then just a little bit more about the Renaissance. We've had some questions, I know, in JobTread Pros. They do have a wonderful fitness center. It is in the basement level of the hotel, and it's open 24/7. So I think there's some talk about people meeting up there around 5 a.m. So would love to see it. We love when people get together for that. So get that workout in the morning. And then additionally, there is a lobby bar that they keep open for us. So some people love to go there after the evening events too. All right, we are fortunate here in Dallas. We have two airports to fly into if you haven't booked your travel yet. We have both DFW Airport and Dallas Love Field. They're both about 25 minutes or so away. And then if you need to drive there, here's the address. It's again the Renaissance Dallas Addison. And we do have discounted hotel on-site parking. So be sure to say you want the discounted one. It is $10 per day. And so you can park on site for that way. And then new this year, this actually just opened, I believe in November. Um, DART is the Dallas Area Rapid Transit, our version of public transportation here in Dallas. And they just opened a line from DFW International Airport, Terminal B, to the Addison station. And this is in theory close enough to walk if you wanted to take that. It's not going to be very cold outside. But this honestly, depending on, what time of day you're arriving at DFW, could be a lot faster than traffic to get there. So, certainly take a look into that. They have the trains inside the terminals at DFW that run in between. So if you land at terminal C or D, you can take the trains over, or if you end up leaving the internal part of the airport, they have the buses that go between all the terminals as well. So certainly take a look at that.
And I do believe I think Google, Apple Maps, like, you can kind of compare the time it would take to ride the Dart, versus getting a
Hmm.
Lyft or an Uber.
Hmm. Yeah. So definitely though, if you don't end up going that route, taking an Uber or a Lyft to the hotel is a great option because you won't need to worry about transportation the rest of your time there. We're taking care of that for you. All right, that's all that we have for you today. So we will answer some questions now. I know we did have a question about how to RSVP for sessions. So if you have your JobTread Connect ticket, you should log into JobTread and you will see a blue bar up at the
I
top.
think I could
Yeah,
fit.
yeah.
Let's see here. So if you
Yeah.
go to app right here, Connect app. This is where you're going to be able to come in here and see the actual schedule for
Hmm.
each day. So, obviously you're definitely not going to want to miss this keynote here. But anyways, you come down, you can find the specific sessions, and this is where you can click the add to schedule. And so when you go in there, you view them, there are more details. You can also, if they have had some notes or slides or anything like that, you should be able to download those from here as well, I believe. And then yeah, just
Yes,
the
so
app.
we will have their slides in here after their presentation for you to download. Um, But I think also if you are down to even between two sessions for one time block, you can add those both to your schedule. And then that kind of helps narrow it down for that time block.
So it looks like when you toggle between the full schedule and my schedule, we've automatically included kind of all of the main stage stuff that's going to be the only sessions going on. And then you'll see anything that you have added to your calendar, it'll have that in there for you.
Hmm.
And all of this is, it's designed to kind of work on the mobile app. If you haven't added JobTread to your iPhone or your Android, you definitely want to get that done as well.
Hmm. Perfect. Yes. Oh, so how long are sessions? So we have our ed sessions, and those are presented by both the JobTread team, as well as our customers and a few partners too. Those are an hour long. And then we have our sponsor-led sessions during the networking happy hours. Those are in the afternoon on Wednesday and Thursday, and then on the morning on Friday. And those are 30 minutes long each.
So I would also mention too, like if for whatever reason, if you don't have access to the app or just don't have it, all of this information is also available on jobtrade.com/connect. So you can see, the full schedule, all of that information. It's all right here on the app as well. You just won't be able to RSVP and kind of really
Mhm.
plan out your schedule, but it is all right there.
Yeah, and also just to point out too, for those of you that maybe prefer printed paper, you will get a printed program when you check in, and that will have all of this information in it as well. I think that I saw something here. So it looks like every minute of the day is filled with education, kickoff keynotes. Yes. When do we have time for the floor? So we do have some transition time that is built in. We have the morning networking time during breakfast. And then after each of those big keynotes, there is normally about a 30-minute transition time. That's when a lot of people visit the expo hall, but also during lunch. Lunch is about an hour and a half long. Last year people weren't sitting down there that full hour and a half. Some people will go through the buffet line first. So that gives you some extra time as well. And then we have our networking happy hours. So that time from 4 to 5:30 on Wednesday and Thursday. And then a late morning on Friday. That's time to network and then also go to those sponsorship sessions too. So there's some time in there.
Yeah, and again, typically most people, most of the partners, they'll show up, again in the morning, breakfast, maybe
Hmm.
stay a little bit later with you after, or just kind of throughout the day. If there's a session where don't necessarily see something, there the partners are usually always out there.
Yeah, and I will say some of them will be set up during the check-in time on Tuesday there too. All right, someone was looking at the DART right now. Yes, it is the silver line is the one that goes to Addison Station from DFW Terminal B. And then is there a group chat feature for attendees? Um, so
Great
we do
question.
have, yeah, that is a great question.
And unfortunately, we use the Facebook messages within the JobTread Pros for a long time, and Facebook decided to
Hmm.
discontinue all of that and has like trying to force us to restart the whole thing. So I do know there is
We
a
have an
group,
event.
yeah, a JobTread group there that you could post on, or I would say just probably post in JobTread Pros.
Hmm. Yeah, we'd love to see that. I think people would happily coordinate some ride shares too.
Yeah, I think the
Great
link to
idea.
the Facebook group is somewhere in here. Join the
Okay.
conversation. Yep. So that should take you.
So that will go to our, yeah, so it's an event within JobTread Pros. Um, so we've got some stuff in there, and then people have also been um, commenting in JobTread Pros as well. All
Can't get into
right.
JobTread Pros anymore. You should be able to. If you just go to the group and request to join, that'll get you in there. If you're not in there, you'll have to request. Yeah, we can get you added.
Perfect. And I did see a question about people, someone was asking if anyone else from Canada was joining. So I did want to mention something that you can do over at the Merch Mart is grab your industry buttons. So little buttons that with all the different industry names that you can put on your lanyard to help identify and you can network with other people in your industry. But new this year, we also have a Canada button because we do have quite a few of our friends from Canada coming. So we're really excited. So maybe that will help you identify and network with one another while you're here.
What other
All
questions does
right.
everyone have? Who's excited? I'd love to hear it. Let's see it in the chat. What are you most looking forward to at this year's JobTread Connect? So excited, learning about all things to help us. Awesome.
All
All
right.
of it.
Yeah,
Workflows.
workflows.
All right.
Yeah.
Workflows again.
And
Automations.
automations. Yeah.
Love it. Yeah, it's guys, this is going to be an incredible event. We are just so excited that you have chosen to come spend these 3 days with us. Whether you're brand new or you're a veteran, we want to make sure that you get as much value out of this event and you're walking away, ready to build the best business that you can, to have the best year that you can,
Hmm.
build your incredible team. There is a lot that we hope, again, that we can provide through this event that's given you the education, the tools, the training that you need to be as successful as possible. Our mission is to help you grow and scale your business. And this is just one of the many ways that we feel is very, very important for us to put on every year to be able to enable you to do that. So, again, thank you for investing in yourselves and your business and your time to come out and participate in this event.
Absolutely. We're so excited. We've been planning this for about a year, so it's exciting to see it come to life next week. Right.
Is there a VoIP system that integrates? You'll have to come to the automation lab and talk to some of our partners there. I do know you probably want to talk to DataX. I believe they have integrated JobTread with I think it's called Quo now. Used to be
Open phone.
Open Phone. So
Yeah.
Quo and I believe there's one other that they've integrated with. All righty.
All right. Well, yeah, our last slide. We just can't wait to see you. All right.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Our goal is to make this the best event that you've ever attended. So we hope to live up to that standard. If you have ideas or suggestions, feedback, as always, we're always open to that. Our goal is to do the absolute best that we can, and our whole team will be there ready to serve you and to show you a good time. So we
Mhm.
look forward to it, and we can't wait to see you in Dallas next week.
All right. Thank you.
See you, everyone.